he deserved the appointment. And he was a professional. He was a leader. And in the short time that he was our chief of defense, he made a difference, a big difference. A very big difference. From where I sit, with the amount of information I get, General Ogolla made a very, very big difference. His leadership, the fact that he could reach out to all actors, the synergy he had built with the police, with the NIS, and with all the other arms, was just on a different level. The fact that over the last 1.5 years, we've had very minimal terrorist incidences in the country is because General Ogolla was smart. He knew what to do. He provided leadership. Late into the night, he would call to brief and to get clearance. I must say I had a wonderful team at Defense Headquarters, from the minister to all the actors, and General Ogolla was at the center of it. This is a big loss. Because General Ogolla made a whole difference in the security of the country. Of course, it's a big loss to the military as well, and of course to the family. Yesterday was really, really bad. When CS Defense, when I was told that he was on the line, and the subject was about a plane crash. The plane was carrying the CDF and other officers. When I took the phone, I told Duale, please don't tell me negative news. Because I was with General Ogolla on Tuesday, and we had discussed many things, as is tradition between myself and him. And he had given me his itinerary of where he wanted to go on duty, all the way to mentioning to me that on Sunday, he wanted to be at home in Siaya for the consecration of his home church, and also because his father was 100 years and they wanted to celebrate his life. And of course, the bad news came. And it took me a while. But then I asked Duale, please call somebody on the ground and he told me there was a major and a brigadier on the ground. And I wanted to speak to them because it was not easy to believe that General Ogolla was gone. As we celebrate his life and mourn his loss, we must remind ourselves that General Ogolla died on duty, responding to the cries of women, children who suffered at the hands of bandits and cattle rustlers and bad people. And when I discussed this with him, when I came from West Pokot about 10 days ago, the people of West Pokot had asked me, they had 5 schools that had been closed because of insecurity. And I asked General Ogolla, what are we going to do? He told me he would reorganize his budget, provide for 30 million shillings, and go himself to supervise the construction of those schools. That is how much General Ogolla believed in country. And because he passed on duty, we celebrate his life in a very special way. He was not just the head of our military. He was not just in office. He died on duty, active duty. That speaks volumes of what General Ogolla is. And so we celebrate him in a very special way. He teaches us many lessons on humility, on professionalism, on commitment to country. And I could see yesterday on the faces of his military colleagues, generals who ordinarily would be hardcore people, you could see broken souls because they had lost a leader. We have many things to learn from General. Believe in God is one of them. Humility, commitment to country is a lesson. Professionalism. He was a great military professional. It's a big lesson. And of course, the commitment he had for the security of our nation. General Ogolla went to dangerous places. He was in Mogadishu often. He was in Boni many times. He was in many would-be dangerous places. But always he told me, it is the only assurance I can give to our soldiers that what they are doing, even me as their leader, appreciate and identify with them. Mama Eileen and your children, I want you to know that your husband, the father of your children, was a great Kenyan, a professional soldier, a military officer who made a difference in our republic. And in his death, we have lost a man who I believe would have transformed our military. The transformation was already evident. And so I have lost a friend. I have lost an ally. Poleni sana Mama Eileen and your children. In his humility, he made a whole difference. In his humility, he made lessons for all of us. So, yesterday was truly, truly bad. But because I am also sure, and because I know, General Ogolla was a devoted Christian. He believed in God. And that gives us the courage, even in this difficult time, because we are sure that he is somewhere at peace. He believed in God in such an unequivocal way that members of his family are witnesses.